Hi, my name's Jen. I've been coming to Holy Name of Jesus for about 6 or 7 years now. I've been in and out of church for my whole life. I grew up a Protestant, and I got invited to the Catholic Church, and it just seemed to stick. I really felt at home here, so it was really nice. So I struggle with something called PCOS, and the one aspect that comes with that is infertility, and that on its own has a lot of there's a lot of things that come with that. There's a lot of tough emotions. There's a lot of deepness to thoughts that come with infertility. The whys, the how come, what's going on, are there ever going to be an answer, those kinds of things. It's really hard, not that anybody's to blame, but it's really hard when you've been tested and you are the one who has the issue, or you're the one that, medically speaking, is the one diagnosed with infertility. So we've been journeying with that together, and I'm so thankful for my husband because he's really great at walking us through. He's still doing his part, even though it's something that feels heavy for myself. My husband really makes me feel like it's not my fault, and that there's we're gonna keep going with our faith. There's ups and downs, of course, and I think that's normal. But I think the faith piece is really what's guided us to where we are today, and to be able to just keep journeying on through this diagnosis. And we're not at the finish line yet, but I think it's important to speak to it, even if there's no solution. Yeah, so I find faith to be something that comes, like I said, there's moments where you feel really strong in your faith, and there's moments where you kind of take a backseat and you let negative emotions overcome you. But I find with having faith, it's kind of been some of the answers. It's just knowing that there's a reason. It's just knowing and believing that everything's going to be okay with whatever way it's supposed to have, or whatever outcome is supposed to come of this, that it's going to be okay. I find in moments of doubt, which I had right before Portugal, some people might have heard me speak to our trip of Portugal, I was going through a little bit of a hard time because you're seeing friends get pregnant, and you're seeing all these things, and you have all these big questions of, well, why us? Why can't it be our turn? And then when we went to Portugal, God spoke to us, which was really cool. Or I shouldn't say us, but spoke to me really heavily. And God's voice I've heard people talk of God's voice, but I'm not sure that I've ever actually heard it as powerfully as I did in those moments. And I just felt that peace of, I just heard this really strong voice of, enjoy your husband. You're meant to enjoy your husband right now. You've been through a lot of hardships prior to your husband, in and out of faith. Like right now, it's just your time to enjoy life and have these bright moments. So we did exactly that. I came back from Portugal. We took trips. We had fun. I put infertility on the back burner. I stopped all of my appointments, those kinds of things. And I just decided to listen, that, this is going to be the year. But now we're getting to a year past Portugal, and there really are struggles that come with that. So now it's getting further away from hearing God's voice. We're getting further and further away. It's almost a whole summer past Portugal, and I feel sometimes that the voice gets a little quieter. And in those moments, the thing that's really helped me is, just like any friendship, when you're starting to feel anger or feel angst towards someone and not know what to do with these emotions, if you don't talk to someone, you're going to lose that. So with faith, the most important thing is just having that relationship with God. I feel like by speaking to God every day and continuing that relationship and asking those questions of why, even if the voice isn't as strong anymore, it's really helped us and myself get past, and just even if you're mad at someone, it's normal. You can be upset, and I can be upset, but at least if I keep bringing those questions back to the person I'm upset with, just like you would in real life with your family or your friends that you're upset with, the solutions come. And so I feel like if anyone else is going through this, the best thing to do is just keep having that conversation. I think that's what faith's about, is just a relationship. And it's nice because here at Holy Name, we're surrounded by a community. It's kind of impossible to come out of faith because someone's going to call you back to it, someone's going to message you, someone's going to be like, where have you been? So that part's nice, but then on your own too, just continuing those tough conversations. And there might not be a solution, but just the conversations bring you a little bit of peace, and that there's a story there, and it'll be revealed in due time.